This week on the Virtual Boys,
Fire Emblem character A and Fire Emblem character B.
Not C, D, E, and F.
you can find the Virtual Boys online at virtualboys.xyz. While there, you can also read some opinion articles, join in some discussion, and get in touch with us. Don't forget to find us on social media so you can stay in the loop on all things Nintendo. Don't forget to subscribe. We hope you enjoy the show.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from the Virtual Boys. I am David. Shovel Knight steals his shovel, accompanied with Skylar.
K-Rool blunders ashore.
And Jordan.
Skull Kid has met with a terrible fate.
He indeed has.
Indeed. Very much indeed has. So anyway,
His trophy status is killing me.
James unfortunately could not make it to this recording with us. He is home with his family for the holiday season and is thus unable to attend because he lives across the country. So we are here, Skylar, Jordan, and I, and we're going to talk a little bit about some Smash Bros. News and a couple of other little topics. Anyway, Jordan, you haven't been with us for a little while. You've been busy with work.
Fallout! Oh, so you fell out by playing Fallout.
Yeah.
All right.
So you've been playing a lot of Fallout. Is there anything else you've been playing?
I apologize for the pun.
Let me try and rack my head. No. That's pretty much. I don't know. I'm done with Fallout now, though. I can't even play it anymore.
Well, Xenoblade Chronicles X, wink wink, is bigger. So if you ever decide to
in terms of map size,
one.
yeah. I'm not so sure about content size, though.
There are a lot of content. I'm 72 hours into the game, and I haven't even completed half of them, even a quarter of the missions.
No, Skylar, I know you left your Wii U back at our apartment, back on campus. Mm-hmm. Have you been playing Xenoblade at all at home?
No, I got back yesterday, I think. So I didn't bring it with me or anything because it's tied to my console.
Right, and you leave that console down in Provo.
Yeah.
So,
but the game it's really good. I like the exploration aspect a lot. Some of the missions are kind of frustrating to do, but the world itself is gorgeous. So
yeah, we did a whole episode about our preliminary thoughts about Xenoblade Chronicles X, and we still think it's a fantastic game. I still wish the story were a lot better and more detailed and involved like the first Xenoblade was, but the exploration's fantastic and the world's huge.
That's what I keep hearing. The two main complaints seem to be the story isn't as good as the first one. People aren't even saying it's a bad story, it's just not as good as the first one.
Yeah, it's not a bad story, and at the same time, the side missions are really developed, though. The side missions have their own arcs and everything. There are 3 or 4 missions that span over each other and things like that, and you just keep continuing the plot. They're voice acted, there's actual scenes for them, so it's kind of nice. But the main story isn't quite as good as the first one.
Cool. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Ace Attorney because I managed to grab the Trilogy remake on the 3DS when it was on sale. So I played quite a bit of that, and, been playing some Smash, and, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, so... All good games.
Objection! Present evidence?
I love that game. It's so fun. Anyway, we wanted to talk a little bit about the final Smash Direct and our thoughts on the reveals and the suspense that was leading up into it.
Yeah.
So
you guys already talked about Corrin then, right?
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk a little bit about Corrin later on in this episode. We recorded a previous segment about Corrin, but
no Smash game
that was all about Final Fantasy, so we'll talk about Final Fantasy. But anyway, Corrin was revealed.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
I mix those two up all the time as well. It's like, if there aren't more Fire Emblem characters than Zelda characters in my Smash Brothers game, it's not complete. It's not done.
Smash 5, it's going to be 50% Fire Emblem characters, 40% Mario characters, and 10% other characters.
You know what I mean? Like, get Hector in there, get Lyn in there, get Ellie. Just throw out the whole trifecta of heroes from that game.
We'll just make it an actual fighting game for Fire Emblem.
It's like Super Smash Brothers Fire Emblem Edition.
But yeah, so the Direct revealed that we'd be getting Corrin from Fire Emblem Fates, which hasn't launched yet here in America.
I don't even know what it is.
So it's in February.
Yeah, I don't know.
And again, later on in the episode, we'll discuss more about our thoughts on that game. But they also revealed Bayonetta. And
I'm all right with Bayonetta.
Bayonetta is good because she's very iconic for Nintendo now.
Yeah, Bayonetta was probably one of my top picks.
Yeah. And then the final character is, or was there a final character? Or am I just thinking of Cloud?
Final Fantasy.
I was thinking of Cloud.
And the Final Fantasy is Cloud.
Sorry, I was thinking of Cloud. Cloud already released.
Backstabber.
He's a great fighter.
We haven't talked about him yet, though, on the podcast.
Well, why don't we take a minute to talk about Cloud and his moveset and how we feel he plays as a character? I mean, you guys have played more with him than I have,
Right.
so...
I actually really enjoy Cloud.
Yeah, he plays really well. I just wish it wasn't Cloud.
I completely agree with that. The limit's really fun. I started playing with him kind of wrong at the beginning because I wanted to just like rush into people and just smack him with his giant sword, but doesn't have much reach for a giant sword. He has almost no reach.
It's not like if he had reach, Ike would be out of a job. I'm just saying.
Well, Ike's faster. Ike is faster
Than Cloud?
Oh yeah. Well, not like moving across the stage, but like immediately going into attacks.
Yeah.
There's no lag for Ike with attacks.
Cloud has some lag.
So, yeah, Cloud has some startup lag. I've noticed that. So, but I think he's a really great fighter. I mean, his limit is really fun to build up, and it actually builds up faster than Little Mac's KO punch. How do you feel about that, Skylar?
Well, it's fine because Max punch does more damage, and it's a definite instant KO. So,
Well,
unless you're at a really low percentage.
unless you're at 0%.
Well, with Cloud, all you really need to do is like sit back and then limit, and then whenever they get near you, you just start fighting them or dodge immediately. Because as soon as you hit the control stick, you just dodge out of the way.
Yep.
And then just start limiting whenever you get the chance.
Pretty much, yeah. You can abuse that ability pretty well with Cloud. It's just weird to see Cloud in this game, especially since all the bad blood that was back in the N64, PS2 era with this game.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy VII.
Right, wasn't Final Fantasy VII originally going to be released for the N64?
Yeah, it was originally being produced and made for the N64. Then they realized they couldn't fit all the content on the cartridge unless they wanted to make a more expensive cart. So they
Cloud
switched.
and Final Fantasy are effectively like the symbolism of all of the third-party support leaving Nintendo. So it's really weird seeing him on Smash Bros. Especially since the remake Final Fantasy VII is only going to be on PS4 as far as we know so far.
Right, that's a very valid point. I mean, Cloud has only been on a Nintendo console through the Kingdom Hearts games. He was in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, but only slightly and not very long.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if he was in the other ones. I haven't played through them all yet. But, I mean, that's the only connection that he has to Nintendo is for the Game Boy Advance as, like, basically a cameo appearance in Traverse Town or in the Coliseum for Sora.
Yeah, he was also in like Theatrhythm but that's not like even a mainline Final Fantasy game. You might as well have just put in Sora or someone.
Exactly. I was thinking that Sora would have been a way better match for Square Enix to put into Smash Bros. Because he's had several games on Nintendo platforms.
Custom made for the Nintendo
Like there were games that
platforms.
only released on there. I mean, sure, Chain of Memories re-released for the PlayStation 2 later and was eventually remastered, I think, in HD for the PS3. But
well, it's also not too late for an NX release of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Exactly. That's another thing I was thinking. Like, maybe this is a sign of a better relationship for Square Enix and Nintendo, but
just look at Capcom with Mega Man and Capcom with Ryu.
Like Street Fighter 4 is PlayStation exclusive. They're funding the project.
Right, and it's releasing soon? When's it releasing?
Next year sometime, I think.
Yeah, so not in time for the NX.
But not completely either, because they're going to release characters like bit by bit.
And it's not even going out to Xbox, so it's pretty much just a PlayStation exclusive.
Right. So
is it going to PC or is it just
it's
PS4?
PC as well.
Okay.
I believe PS4 and PC, because PC based there's a lot of Street Fighter people who play on the PC as well. It's just really weird to see Cloud in this game. I don't know. Banjo-Kazooie may not be far off then. If they can get Cloud, then
I would say
Banjo in.
Banjo is a more safe bet than Cloud was.
Yeah, because Cloud's in this game, I have no doubt that they can get whoever they want if they really want them.
Well, Smash is such a big game. It's like it's advertising for the characters,
right?
And it would fit to have Banjo in the game because his history is Nintendo exclusive, except for like the re-releases and Banjo nuts and bolts.
I just think it's hilarious though with PlayStation All Stars. Who would be the two main characters like you would think would go there? Snake and Cloud.
And neither of them are there.
It's like,
and they both have made their way into Smash.
There's another thing you can do in Super Smash Brothers that you can't do in PlayStation All Stars.
Play as Cloud.
It's like, and the thing you can't do is play Ryu and Mega Man against each other because you can't do that in Marvel vs. Capcom because they didn't put Mega Man in. It's like, screw Mega Man. Mega Man's not a big enough part of Capcom history. There's no way they belong here. It's like completely ignoring the poor Blue Bomber, man. Like, just leave him alone. And then don't even get me started.
No, the problem is that they leave him alone too much.
Like, but Konami too is the thing. Like, Konami won't let.
Well, Konami's just
Snake. Dead. Yeah, Konami's dead. Like,
Konami died.
It's like Kojima's like, I'm out, and they're like, no, what?
All right, we're moving to gambling machines and gambling machines only.
Well,
or whatever they're doing. Yeah. But I think Cloud is a great addition to the roster. He's fun to play as. He's a solid character. I mean...
He's Super Saiyan Marth.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing? I think his costumes suck.
Yes.
Like, his costume colors
horrible.
are terrible.
There's really no difference. It's like they just change like his model, and then it's like slightly different shades of yellow.
Do you
want
to be Advent
gray,
Cloud
black.
or Final Fantasy VII Cloud? And all the other costumes are superfluous. Like, it doesn't matter.
Like a lighter color gray or something.
Yeah.
Like it's not
there should be pink-haired Cloud. Come on.
They can do a pink-haired Roy or whatever.
Hey guys.
but like, they made Lucina pink-haired. I mean,
they did.
They could do it.
They could do it, but the blonde hair is so iconic for Cloud.
Yeah,
it would almost be like sacrilege trying to change his hair color by this point. And he's just like trying to make his hair straight. It ain't gonna happen. It's like that spiky haired, blonde haired kid. That's who Cloud is. Super edgy. And I also learned that Kyo, the symbol he writes, means misfortune, which totally fits his character. So emo.
The kanji is his side special.
Yeah,
right?
side B, yeah.
So, yeah, that's Cloud. What do you guys think about Corrin and Bayonetta making their way?
Boof to Corrin. Holy crap.
Yeah, we don't need any more Fire Emblem characters. I think it's nice that they're giving us a non-sword fighting Fire Emblem character. Kind of.
Yeah, he uses a sword, I'm pretty sure.
I think,
maybe he does. But
I think there should be a rule that you can't have more characters unless if you're Pokemon or Pokemon or Mario than Zelda. Or Metroid.
Freaking Donkey Kong for that matter.
Or Donkey Kong. Or Star Fox.
Right, I've been talking to people, and it's like, in my opinion, the golden trio for Nintendo are Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon. Like, they're the golden... They make the most money for Nintendo, and they are the biggest franchises that Nintendo owns. Metroid is super huge. I'm not, like, trying to push aside all the other ones, but the three biggest are absolutely Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon.
Because Metroid doesn't do so hot in Japan.
So that's why Mario has a bunch of characters. Mario does really well. He's iconic of Nintendo. He's the symbol of Nintendo. Pokemon makes a ton of money, and there are over 700 of them that they can pick from. And
they have enough Pokemon. We don't need more. We're not asking for more Pokemon.
Right. But
Sakurai's going to hear you. Don't say anything.
But I mean, all of a sudden, we don't have any new Zelda characters. We have Link, Toon Link, Zelda, Sheik, and Ganondorf.
Which were all Brawl characters.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need another one. Maybe like Skull Kid.
We didn't get a single new Zelda character this generation.
Like, we lost a Star Fox character. Like, we lost Wolf entirely. They didn't even announce him in the direct. They're like, F you, get Corrin. Screw Wolf. We don't need Wolf.
I would rather have Wolf than Corrin.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He would have been so much better. Like, no offense, like, they spend a lot of time on Corrin, but we didn't need him.
At all.
We didn't need him.
I agree. I mean, it'll be fun to play. I'm sure like the hatred and the disgust for this character will die down as soon as she comes out.
My hatred will always be there.
We found the new Ice Climbers.
I am
Ice Climbers, I would love you in the game over Corrin.
Of course I'd want Ice Climbers more. Where are my Ice Climbers? What the heck? Why did they get removed? That was my main in every Smash Bros. Since Melee.
I lost my rival. I lost my rival character. It's like
yeah.
ton of guys, Corrin, lols, more Fire Emblem.
So, yeah, I think it'll be a fun character to play as, but absolutely not needed for the current roster that we have.
Smash 5.
Especially since we didn't get any Zelda characters.
Corrin is the only DLC character that is first-party Nintendo and not returning vet.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to think about it for a second, but yeah. Mm-hmm. The rest of them are all vets or new character, different people. Wow.
So yeah, those are our thoughts on Corrin, I guess. So yeah, screw him.
Corrin. Corrin. I'm sure you're a good character, but just because you made it in this game and over a lot of other people, I'm pissed off at you.
Right.
But
it's another sword user. It's another Fire Emblem character. There's no variety here at all, and he's from a series that gets no one knows who he is. I have to explain who this character is to people. That's not how you should do a DLC character.
Who is that? Oh, he's from that new Fire Emblem game that hasn't even come out yet.
What's Fire Emblem?
Yeah, for real. For everyone except the million people who bought the last game. What's Fire Emblem?
For real. Well, at least he's not a Marth clone again, like Lucina and Roy initially was, but Roy's
a little bit better.
Fire Marth, Girl Marth.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Hey guys, you want some more Marth with that Marth?
I'm just going to refer all the sword characters as just a different variation of Marth.
Ike is heavy Marth.
No, Ike is Gorilla Marth.
Gorilla Marth.
But Ike plays way different than Marth, though.
Shulk is literally who Marth.
Okay.
I see the future.
All right.
British Marth.
I see the future, and there's a lot of moth.
So yeah, Corrin could have been better. Well, what do you guys think about Bayonetta? Jordan, I know you're
so happy. Oh man,
I'm fine with it.
I've been begging for Bayonetta forever, and every time I put it online, everyone's like, "No, she's too mature. We can't have Bayonetta into Smash Bros."
So you put freaking Cloud in the game, and you have Ryu in the game. You can put Bayonetta in the game.
Well, their argument was that one of the reasons why Snake got cut out was because he used guns or whatever.
No, it's because Konami sucks.
And they're like, we can't have a character that uses real guns and her clothes come off. And it's not that hard to censor it so that nothing is shown. It's not.
That's what they did. I played the demo for Bayonetta. It's the same thing. They don't show anything either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Bayonetta is totally doable. I think it's awesome that she's going to be in the game. I think she deserved to be in the game because she's a Nintendo exclusive.
Well, she was pretty much the face of the Wii U, or not the face, but a big part of the Wii U.
Yeah, a lot of people bought the Wii U for Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
I mean, Bayonetta 2 outsold Fire Emblem, so
why not, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, we can't really analyze her moveset just yet because we haven't had it in our hands. We haven't been able to play her, but I think her movesets look very interesting.
It is weird because I had really low expectations for this Smash Direct, and they were shattered. They broke my low expectations too.
Really? I was expecting just to be here's Cloud and some character you don't care about, which was Corrin. I about turned off the Smash Direct after I saw Corrin immediately, but
yeah. But
I'm glad you stayed because you got to see Bayonetta.
Bayonetta looks like fun though. Bayonetta actually looks original. I think it's cool that she has a spike move when they're hanging onto the edge that she can just knock them straight down
with
that's
split or something.
So great. I was I'm a big fan of Spike.
Oh man,
I love Spike.
I also just love combo characters, and it's just the fact that she's focused so heavily on combos. And it's so like the actual game that she's from. It's
right. Look out, Zero Suit Samus. You may have a contender for your combos.
Pretty much. She looks a lot like Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll be fun to play as for sure. So, what do you guys think about the ballot?
Hacks.
Yeah.
Total hacks.
We started off the episode with the characters that we wanted to be in there. I would have killed for Shovel Knight. Skylar really wanted K. Rool.
He's a blundering giant villain. We need more villains in the game.
Right.
And he's a heavy character, which we need more of. And if they make him decent, it wouldn't be too bad.
Well, speaking of villains, here's a pitch to Nintendo. For Smash Bros. 5, started off with just your general trailer or whatever with the main cast of characters coming together. And then have K. Rool plunder in or whatever and start smashing face. And then the moon falls and Skull Kid is there or whatever. And then a giant dragon shadow for Ridley. And then call it Smash Bros. Villains. And just have it focused on the villains.
And then have Wolf come back.
Yeah, Wolf come back.
Hey, Wolf. Hey, come
and
on.
just all you have to do, re-release Smash 4 and give us 6 to 10 characters that are villains, and all the
And
DLC.
we will all be happy.
And Chivalry. But Japan doesn't know what Shovel Knight is.
Not yet, anyway.
And Europe is not as big as America.
And unfortunately for Shovel Knight, I fear that we may never get Shovel Knight now. Because they would have to release another Shovel Knight game, or he would have to be super huge again before Smash 5 releases, when we get information about when it's coming out. Because otherwise, we're not going to get him.
There's a lot of
He only
characters
has
that fall
one
into
game.
that.
Yeah. So
Like Dark Samus fell into that category now.
Yeah,
unless if
Dark
she's
Samus.
unless if she comes up.
Rondis.
yeah, we need more
I
hunters.
love Rondis. Yeah, so Sakurai doesn't Metroid. Are you kidding me? I don't think
No, he doesn't care.
he doesn't Star Fox either.
You should at least know who Dark Samus. If you can't fit in Ridley, at least put in Dark Samus.
For sure.
Yeah, he's not.
Because Dark Samus, I mean, they showed that Dark Samus could have a completely different moveset from her assist trophy alone.
Yeah.
Like, her different style of attacking, where she focuses on weapons mostly.
Well, Dark Samus doesn't do anything
Yeah.
similar to what Samus does in the
Exactly.
games.
Sakurai loves clones so much. Why not put that in? Freaking Dark Pit.
And
Like,
I don't think this is a spoiler for Dark Samus, because the games have been out for so long, but Dark Samus is the Metroid Prime.
Yep.
Like, she literally is Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime reaches into Samus' suit and yanks out the Phazon suit and becomes Dark Samus at the end of Metroid Prime 1.
Yep.
That's why she fights completely differently, is because she doesn't know any of Samus's moves. She isn't Samus. She isn't the dark side of Samus. She's just using the Phazon suit. So,
like Dark Pit.
yeah.
Who's literally Pit's clone.
Yeah, I still believe that Dark Pit and Dr. Mario should have just been skins for Pit and Mario.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And
Dark
Lucina
Pit
should have
fights
been
the exact same
Marth
way. Yeah, same.
skin.
Yeah, I agree.
So my theory is that Chrom was initially going to be released, but people were like, "Oh, Chrom should make it in the game," and Sakurai like, "No, f you guys. I'm going to make." Lucina
I'm actually
real quick."
happier that Lucina got in than Chrom.
Chrom?
Yeah.
Really?
Chrome's the main character. Well,
Chrom
the
is the
second
main
main
character.
character, I
But
guess. If you
Lucina's
consider your
important enough
avatar.
that it's fine.
Yeah.
And it also expands the female cast a bit.
Yeah.
That's a good point too. But yeah,
Because like it was kind of odd with Brawl where there was 3.5 females in a 35 character roster.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
had
You had
Samus,
Peach, Samus and Zelda.
Nana.
Yeah,
Carrying
no.
the hat.
Carrying the hat.
Man's like, I'm half of a woman.
The ice climbers.
You had two
Yeah.
variations of Samus.
But yeah, that's why I think they put in Rosalina and Palutena and characters
Yeah.
like that, is to flesh that out. Which I'm fine with them because they are unique enough.
Yeah, they're different.
But like Lucina was a little weird just because she's Marth. She is Marth.
In my opinion, it's not a very popular opinion. They should have dropped Marth for Lucina just because have Fire Emblem be like the James Bond role for like Fire Emblem characters. Like the new one comes in and just takes this same moveset because they're all the same anyway.
So would you have
Yeah.
liked them to kick out Ike for Chrom or something then?
If he had the same moveset
But
as
Ike is so
I don't know.
good.
Ike, what did change enough? Ike did have another game in between Brawl and
Yeah, he had this.
Ike had reason to be there. Marth has no reason.
Marth hasn't been around since the Game Boy Advance remake.
well, the
of-
DS
No,
or the DS. Yes,
the
yes,
DS
yes.
remake. The second one was never released out of Japan.
Right,
Right.
for a good reason.
And everyone hated the DS remake. It was horrible.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not very good.
And the first Fire Emblems are terrible. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Fire Emblem, but they're bad.
There's a reason why we got Fire Emblem 7 first. I like that one though. Fire Emblem 7's good. It's really hard.
Marth is solely in because that is what people have associated Fire Emblem to.
Is Marth, especially in America.
Yeah, in America. And that's the whole reason why Roy returned.
Like, remember when I showed you the comment that I made, like, who even is Roy on Miiverse? I made a comment, like, with the Miiverse stage, like, one is Roy or something, and I made a comment, who even is Roy? And then I proceeded with all these comments, like, well, if you played Fire Emblem, you know that you're
Well, no, they didn't say that. They said if you played Melee, you would know.
Right.
They didn't even say Fire Emblem. They're like, if you played Melee, you know who he is. It's like this
That's
character
right.
is not a Melee character. He's a Fire Emblem character. What is wrong with
You
you?
know what would have been the most amazing troll is if when they revealed Roy, it wasn't actually Roy, but was Elliewood, just like screw.
It's like, I'm Roy's father. It's like, who's this guy? It's It's like, we actually did get his game. If you'd known that, we got that one in America.
And then have a Roy alt of Eliwood that was just literally the exact same as Eliwood.
Yeah, just like Cloud, Advent Cloud, and normal Cloud. It's like,
Oh yeah.
he looks exactly like his father anyway. The first time I saw Roy, I was like, he looks exactly like Eliwood. I had no idea that he was actually his child, though.
Right. So, Fire Emblem is way too much in Smash, and they could have done better with that. But
They don't need more than 2 characters.
Where's my Donkey Kong? Where's my Star Fox?
exactly.
character?
Where's the more Zelda?
Where is the Zelda characters?
I guess the only new character we got was that Zelda and Zelda and Sheik were split.
Well,
I guess that's what they included as the new
Zoots and
character.
Samus were also split. But.
Right, which is our new character for Metroid.
Which that doesn't count. That doesn't
No, it
count,
doesn't
Sakurai.
count. You already built them. Now you just made
mean-
it so they can't switch.
To be fair with Metroid, it's really hard to pinpoint on a character because none of them last longer than
Silex, though.
except for Dark Samus and Ridley.
But there's Silex too now. He's
not yet.
He's been in 2 games.
Right, but he's not.
Kind
he's
of.
not.
We
He's
don't
not
exactly
big
know.
enough. He's not big
You
enough.
played
for the
him in
game.
the
I would
DS
love
game.
Silex. I would love Silex. But he's only in the DS game so far.
Rundis, make a
I
return.
would love Rundis, but Rundis is only in like one
Rundis
chapter.
is dead.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Rundis is dead. He can't make it.
Doesn't that happen
Dark
in Metroid
Samus
Prime
is
3?
dead. Heck, Dark Samus is dead. Ridley dies like 15 times. Bring Run back.
They can resurrect Ridley. They can resurrect anyone else.
They really can. They just have to get the right biological strand of DNA or whatever.
They have to take it right from his mucus or something.
From off of Samus's suit, like they did in Other M, which we won't talk about. But
The gameplay in that game was fantastic. The story was awful. Anyway, moving on.
I disagree. The gameplay was also bad.
I liked the gameplay. I thought it was.
I still want my
fun.
episode where we just rant on Other M.
Yeah, we can do one of those. That would
Merry
be fun.
Christmas, we hate Other M.
So cool. Are there any other thoughts you guys had about the Smash Direct?
Where's my ice climbers?
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Smash 5 is gonna be big, I hope. I was
If
like,
it happens.
yeah. Oh, they're gonna have one on the NX. Oh, Smash is too big for them
So,
to stop this
will
series.
Sakurai be part of it or not?
I pray no.
I don't think he will be. It
hope
took
so.
Smash 4 took way too much out of him, and I think he's just trolling everyone else with Smash
Corrin.
now.
Just out of
with
the
Corrin,
spite,
with like other design choices, everying.
The darkness in his heart. It's just
We
like,
totally derailed from our thoughts on the ballot.
Oh yeah, but yeah,
This
I mean,
was
this ties back into the ballot. Like Sakurai didn't really do anything with the ballot, in my opinion.
no, he didn't.
Like I don't know if we mentioned this earlier, but the characters that were revealed now and recently had to have been in development longer than the ballot was closed.
Easily.
Yeah.
Like, how long did it take Mewtwo to come out?
Forever.
It took
And-
Mewtwo, like they said he was coming, at the end
All
of
they had was-
December last year?
No, before they released
Yeah.
Smash Bros. For
That's
Wii U.
right, they really, right in that 100 and
All they
something
had was a
facts video.
wireframe of him.
Yeah, they had a wireframe. They like showed it, and they're like, Mewtwo is coming,
And then he didn't
came
come
in May.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was May.
Or, no,
it was April. It was the end of April.
It was the very end of April. Yes, because that was when we were having finals.
There's
weekend. I
no
was
way
so
they
happy,
built Bayonetta in less than 2 months.
right, and same with Corrin. If Corrin
There-
really was a
Corrin
result.
was never part of the ballot, I don't think.
He's lying.
Yeah.
Sakurai's lying.
Did
like-
Sakurai even say? I thought.
He said that Bayonetta was number 1 in the ballot in Europe and in the top 5 in America.
Right,
But they wouldn't
Bayonetta.
release the ballot results.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah, they didn't actually give us any numbers. So I don't know. I feel like the ballot
It was
was
just
to
to
give them
hype.
yes, and it was to give them a billion ideas for Smash 5.
Yep.
That's the whole point of the ballot.
Cheating
People were
off
like,
of Smash 5.
"Oh, it's going to be DLC characters." No, I don't think it was ever intended to do that.
What might have happened is that they probably were expecting to have more DLC. Bayonetta might have not been the last one.
That's
And then they
possible.
got pushed to the NX development now.
Oh,
And
damn.
so
that
all
that
the-
makes perfect sense.
All the ballot
in my
characters
head.
are over there now. And so they're like, now we have to like pretend that Bayonetta actually won the ballot.
Because we were
It's
already
like-
building her.
No offense to anyone who wants Bayonetta in the game, but I doubt there's enough people who know who she is to have gotten her that far.
She's been
She's
pretty
been really
highly
popular in
demanded.
Europe.
She's pretty
Yeah.
popular.
But
then
over other
again,
characters,
I mean,
I don't think over K. Rool or them.
I find it
Like
really
K.
hard
Rool
to
was at the
believe.
top of both America and Japan. I don't know about Europe because like no one actually cared enough to actually see the results. And I guess in the end, they're the ones that won the ballot. But
they didn't even say anything about Japan with Bayonetta.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Japan probably didn't vote for Bayonetta at all.
No,
Well, there might have been a few people, but yeah.
I never saw her in any of the Japanese polls.
It just didn't make any sense.
Like Bayonetta was always like number 10 or 11 on the polls the ones I looked
but
at. Anyway.
Then again, those were the exit polls, and not
Right.
everyone that submitted something
Right.
answered those polls.
Right,
so there's a lot of data we
the
don't have.
people
But
that would have been just like, oh, I'll throw out a character, probably voted Goku.
yeah, but we're not getting Goku. Goku was an anime character,
And they
not
also-
a video game character.
He also said she was the number one pick of the reasonable choices or something. Like, of the ones realizable choices.
Yeah.
It's like
And so, like, my messaging thread got flooded with, oh, I guess Ridley just isn't realizable.
Next Smash 5, I hope. But Waluigi there too. It fit the villain role really well too.
Yeah, I would like a huge focus on villains, because then we also got, like, Hades from Kid Icarus, and I could just go on about villains that I just want in Smash Bros.
It would be fantastic. I mean, there's a lot that we can do in Smash Bros. I mean, we had a whole episode, 6 or 7 months ago, where we just talked about Smash Bros. I mean, you can go check out that episode if you want to hear more about like what we wanted Smash 4 to have towards the end. And you can now compare that to what actually did and didn't happen.
All of our hopes completely dashed.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel a little bit proud because, like, never mind. But, like, there was a forum that we started having a prediction game, and I won that. I got pretty high votes on my predictions. I got pretty good. Like, Mega Man, I caught. And
Did you actually catch Corrin though?
no,
It's like Corrin didn't even exist at the time.
we didn't even know Crumb's name. I just had Fire Emblem character in this next
Fire
one.
Emblem character A and Fire Emblem character B.
Not C, D, E, and F. It's like, my Fire Emblem game is way off.
Crap. If this were fantasy football, I'd be dead.
A prediction only Sakurai could make.
Along with
Sakurai's
Wii
just
Fit
like
Trainer
thinking.
and Pac-Man.
Freak, yeah, Wii Fit Trainer was not even on my list of
I mean,
characters.
I saw an image the other day, like on some website, that was, the original leak that we had of the 3DS version that some ESRB person did, where he took a screen or a snap,
Right.
like a picture of all of the characters that were coming out, the full roster, and then like leaked it online. And it's like, if like 5 years ago, if they had shown that image, it's like, this is what's going to happen in Smash Bros. For the Wii U, and people would be like, that's fake. Duckman's never coming. Pac-Man, are you kidding me? Cloud, what? Like
Dark Pit?
Dark Pit?
Who's this?
Who's this blue-haired girl? Lucina.
She's a Spanish.
Seriously, like, this game, like, took our expectations. We were so excited for it, and then it's just like, no.
Yeah,
Something
don't
else.
let Sakurai touch character rosters ever again, please.
But then again, I mean, we got a fantastic Smash Bros. Game. I think it's the best one in the series.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Project M a lot more, but I'm that kind of player.
Unfortunately, Project M is done.
Dead.
It's dead. The
Did you
development's
say dumb?
done. I said it's done. D-O-N-E. Done.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Project M is the worst thing in the world. No,
But-
it was great, actually. It was.
Project M is really fun. It took
Yeah.
Brawl to a whole new level.
It actually
How Brawl
made
should
Brawl
have been.
playable.
How Brawl should have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually really enjoy Smash 4. I'm pleasantly
4's fun.
surprised it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nice having it on the handheld because, I mean, we traveled to Vegas over the weekend for a football game, and I got to play some Smash Bros. With some friends without having to carry my huge Wii U around.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, I mean, it's a really nice game. There were a lot of great choices that they chose for the design, and I really love it.
I was initially very happy with the characters they picked for the roster. Like Little Mac was cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like they showed up. Like Palutena's cool. Rosalina's cool. Like having all these characters in. But towards the end, I just feel like I
Yeah.
don't know. They like
I guess
crapped out.
they kinda
ideas.
blew it.
Yeah.
The golden characters for me that got in are Bayonetta, Little Mac, and Mega Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mega Man. Oh, it's so nice having him in there. Like be relevant again. Like
I'm just happy Roy, Lucas, and Mewtwo made it back.
Oh, yeah.
I was stoked when they said they were gonna release Mewtwo again. I was like, yeah, let's go. Like,
Because we
Lucario
just
back
skipped a
off.
game, so... And Lucario isn't that great in this game, I feel. But anyway.
My biggest regret is that Ice Climbers didn't make it back. But
Yeah, maybe they'll come back again. Maybe Sakurai's next project is reviving Ice Climbers. Like he did with Kid Icarus.
It's gonna be Kid Icarus too.
Yeah.
Oh, I am A-okay with the Kid Icarus too.
Just Kid Icarus 3.
Well,
that's
the NES one.
And then there's the Game Boy one, so Kid Icarus 4.
Kid Icarus. That's why they had to subtitle Uprising. They couldn't give it a number. And they're like, it's just called it Kid Icarus Rebirth, like they've been doing with all the Donkey Kong and Kirby series or whatever.
Yeah.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Donkey Kong Country returns.
Yeah.
It's
Don't want to return in title, please.
Kid Icarus returns again.
Super Mario Return to 3D.
Super Mario 3D Land World ! Ultra large. Like, I don't know, just like make the title super long and so people have to acronym it.
No.
Anyway, we're getting off topic from Smash Bros. But
SMB4.
I hope that they give the next Smash Bros. An actual name, like Frenzy or
Yes.
Villains, like you were saying.
Yes.
So,
I hate how this one doesn't have it. Like, 4 Wii U is such a pain to say.
or 3DS.
The next one's gonna be 4NX because it's it's gonna be Smash 4 ported.
Pretty much.
With new characters.
It's going. A lot of
story
people
mode.
are thinking it's just going to be Smash 4 with like the complete edition, all the DLC in it.
Yep, that'd be my guess, and that makes the most sense too because this game took them forever to make.
They're not going to rebuild another Smash Bros. Game from the ground up. It's
No.
going to take this one and then it's going to be
Make
additional
it
stuff.
bigger.
Right, and they might add a story mode. I mean, Sakurai wanted a story mode in this one, but all of the videos from Brawl leaked early, so he decided not to do it in this one, is what I heard. So I think there are definitely a lot of things they could do with this engine that they've already built. It would not be hard to
Don't take
more.
anyone out.
Just
Sakurai.
take a full year of like developing something awesome and then push out DLC.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can quickly get it out by a next release.
Yep, which is probably going to be a big selling point for the NX. It's like, hey, we got a new Smash game, and it includes all the DLC, and we got like 5 more characters for it right now. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
So anyway, is there anything else you guys want to add about Smash Bros? Or
Oh, the Smash Bros is good. Just my heart was a little bit broken this last week. It's like,
well,
this Christmas I gave you my heart.
At least we got Cloud today. I wasn't expecting him to come out that day. Well, I guess not today. It was a few
totally
days ago now.
did. I was like, Cloud is done. Just release him already.
he
He's
looked done when they showed him off
Yeah.
in the last direct. So
Well, yeah, but so do Bayonetta and Corrin.
Yeah, so just
true.
release them too. They're done. It's like,
yeah, I mean, there are probably some balancing issues that they're working out, but whatever.
Bayonetta looks OP as crap.
Oh yeah, that was like my first thought.
It's like spike you on the edge, garbage.
Yeah. So cool. Well,
punch.
I think that's all we've got for Smash Bros. So I think we'll end the segment here.
Cool.
Which was basically all the news because Nintendo doesn't have any games. But anyway,
Anyway. All right. For this segment, I, David, am joined by regular co-host Skylar
yep, that's me.
and a guest this time.
And I'm Andrew.
Welcome to the Virtual Voice Podcast, Andrew. Anyway, for this part of the podcast, we wanted to do a little segment on Fire Emblem, especially given the new reveal of the newest character for Smash Bros. Who is it again, guys?
Corrin.
Corrin from
Fire Emblem
Fire Emblem Fates.
Which will be coming out next year.
Yeah, we need 6 Fire Emblem characters, folks.
Yeah,
It's a fact.
6.
6.
Well, I just think that attests to the fact that Sakurai loves Fire Emblem. I mean, he did quite a bit for the game.
No, he likes money and revenue and advertisement. That's what he likes.
Right, but well, if it weren't for him, we wouldn't know much about Marth or Roy, I guess, in the Americas.
Well,
but at the same time, he's just a character.
Iwata
that
was just as
created-
big on that project of Melee as Sakurai, though. I mean, it's not all Sakurai.
Anyway, Andrew, what do you think about the Fire Emblem character roster?
Well, I think it's awesome, especially since a lot of them actually have different move sets, and then hopefully they play different. I mean, Marth and Lucina play really similar.
And Roy kind of plays the same way, but he's a much harder hitter.
Yeah, so it's enjoyable that way, but I think it's just fun because then it shows the new game. and some of the capabilities that will come along with it.
Yeah. All I know is in Smash Brothers, if I can't play 8-player Smash, with a different Fire Emblem character, it's not Smash Brothers. You know what I mean?
We need 2 more.
We need 2 more. 2 more guys. Come on, man.
Well, we have Black Knight from me armor.
Well, that doesn't count. I'm talking like legit full characters, like Hector from the original Fire Emblem game.
That'd be sweet.
Because he's got a giant axe and he's a hero. Maybe Micaiah from Radiant Dawn because she's actually like a tomb wielder, something like that.
That would be cool.
So, what weaponry does Corrin have? Or is that her name? Sorry.
She's a dragon.
Part dragon. So that's like part of the core essential, or part of it, to the new game where not everybody, only some, like royal blood has a dragon ability, dragon bane.
Something like that.
And it allows them to alter the landscape, which I'm excited for because we're on a grid and now you get to change parts of the grid instead of having the same board.
That's cool. I've been trying to keep myself as clean as from this game's reveal as long as possible.
Okay, but those are only trailers. These are only trailers I've seen, so I'm not.
Yeah, I've been trying to not.
But I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to ruin it for you.
Spoilers.
But tons of spoilers. Watch out.
Anyway, Skylar, you were getting the 3-pack combo for the game. You're gonna get Conquest and the other 2 as well,
Birthright
right?
and Revelation.
Yeah,
that's right.
I already bought it. I already got the 100% paid off. I'm waiting for that game with much anticipation, for sure.
Now, Andrew, you said you were gonna get Conquest.
Yes, I'm going to get Conquest because I think it will be an interesting play. Out of the 2 that you don't have to download, Birthright and Conquest, it's nice that you are able to have a different play. But in Conquest, it's going to play, I think, a little bit more like not Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
And that there's more things to do within the chapter, while Birthright plays more like Awakening.
Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. Because I really liked how Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn played. How you had several different objectives in there instead of just like clear the map, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're wanting a little bit of an easier version, is what I think Birthright is.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a easy mode.
It plays like Awakening. So if you loved Awakening and you want to play that again, Birthright would be the better choice.
Yeah, they both have the casual mode though, from what I've heard. It's just that Conquest has more game modes.
Conquest has a harder difficulty because you actually can't choose to go on the map. You have to follow a certain order. So then that limits your funds to how you can play the game. So you can't spend everything, which will be interesting how the funds work in this game because your weapons actually don't deteriorate over time. They just give you bonuses, or they take away defense or speed, things like that.
Oh, really?
So that's going to be an interesting thing. So it's like you kind of gamble. So if you want to hit somebody really hard, you might lose your defense in the process for the next turn. So that's part of the new stuff, and that's why I think Conquest is more what I want to go for, and then I want to get Revelations, since Revelations will play like Awakening and Birthright.
Yeah, they said that one was like a mix of both of the games.
Yeah.
Which is really nice, because I wonder if it brings the stories together at the end, or if it's just like a mix of both stories.
I'm not sure about that. I think it tries to give a better conclusion, is all I've looked into. I don't want to look into it to spoil like what happens at the end.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's the whole story. So instead, like the other ones are like the two, like this is the alternative choice. If I choose to be loyal or choose to go with my family, this is my choice. This is what happens. And then the other one's like, I'm ditching both of them.
It's like, I'm doing my own thing. it's like, screw you guys, I got my own
I'm a dragon. Why do I need anybody else? I can be my own army.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm a half dragon or whatever. It's like, I got dragon's blood, dragon bane.
Yeah, so I think actually it would be cool, because I've always just like wanted to alter the landscape, especially like with Thieves, like in Soth and Radiant Dawn.
Yeah.
I wish he could jump over platforms.
Yeah, for real. Like, he's a thief. Like, he should be more nimble than the other units, right?
Yeah, so I always thought something like that would be cool. So I hope that's what the new Dragon's Vein does. I've only seen one, it gives like her a super arm in one of the trailers.
Yeah.
I don't know what that does. And then another one, it looks like the one of the other girls uses it to dry up the river. And so that looks cool, but because it's like, oh sweet, I can cross the river now, but then the enemy can too.
Right. Yeah, but it leads into much more tactical gameplay.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting. I just haven't been I haven't been looking into it because I just wanted to find out as I play the game and try not to look at from trailers, so I don't know too much. But
yeah, so hopefully that doesn't spoil too much. That's all I've looked into on it and have got excited for.
Well, I assume in the first 2 chapters they'll go over all of this that we've talked about, at least a little bit, like with how the weapons work and some of the map things that can come into the gameplay. So I don't think you're too spoiled, Skylar. So hopefully not.
So I just try to be completely spoil free.
Yeah, 'cause on E3 they revealed the first 5 chapters, and those will be the same in each version of the game.
I didn't watch that.
Okay, well it's just those are the same because then it's the 5th chapter where you make your decision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that. So, but you don't get to make a decision in this game. The decision's made for you because it's released in 2 separate copies.
Okay, that's the only thing I actually am a little annoyed about. I wish it was sold as a whole one. I don't mind that it's 2 separate stories and modes to play with, but I wish there would have been the choice. Just how it was first revealed, I wanted the choice to be inside the game, not the choice of which one. Do I like the white
right, because
or black?
then you have to pay $40 for the choice.
So $40. Well, I think what it is, $40 you buy it, and then if you just buy it, and then it's $20 online if you are
online,
purchased, and then it's like $40, like $80 to get the entire.
Or if you
set.
buy the $80 set, you get all 3 on one cartridge.
Oh, okay.
So it's, one cart, all 3 games. Even though I still think it's kind of extortion in a sense.
It is.
Didn't Nintendo of Europe release it as a single cart game?
Yeah, they're planning on releasing it as a single cartridge game.
Yeah, well, maybe because it got... Which is funny, this is what I find interesting about the Fire Emblem series, is that if they didn't sell 250,000 of Awakening, we wouldn't get another Fire Emblem.
Right.
But because they sold like 1 million, we're going to get 2. That's good math. I wish I could do my math like that in school or work and make money from it.
But if you sell 250,000, you get 1. So if you sell 1 million, we should get 4. Right?
Nintendo does math amazing.
Oh yeah, they math real well.
Great. So yeah, we're getting 2 new Fire Emblem games.
We'll get 3 actually.
Or 3. That's true. 3.
Depending on what you want, you get a weapons choice. You get to customize your avatar throughout the series, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was just the beginning, though, wasn't it?
Might just be the beginning. Well, hopefully there's something later on. There's supposed to be something in the game called My Castle. I don't know how that will translate over to the American version.
It's probably the same thing, but My Castle is just like a plaza where all the characters interact with each other, basically.
Kind of like the barracks, right? From Awakening.
Much more advanced, though.
I'm glad it's much more advanced. The barracks were kind of annoying at times.
And if you got those amiibo, you can play with those characters in the game, too.
Even then, you can recruit them in there. So I think you use them from there. And then also from My Castle, when I've read about it from Famitsu, it's actually a really fun thing because then you can build your castle up and then you can bring a friend over and you can fight each other. And so you can use it as like your barricades to fight them.
Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome.
And I think that was also Bill, the guy from Nintendo.
Bill
He also revealed how that would work too. So
really
it
sick.
should be a really fun series. I still hope that sometime in Fire Emblem you can actually do like a mission together instead of just fight each other.
Yeah, that would be really nice. Like to have some co-op maps or something.
Yeah.
Like where you both take down a horde of enemies.
That would be really cool.
Especially since DLCs worked really well with Awakening.
Yeah.
It was expensive, but yes, it worked well.
Price-wise, no. DLC, yes, it was very good, but it was very pricey.
Yeah. So, but if that works, you could release co-op modes to play like extra things, like what you were saying in Shadow Dragon before we started this, about how there's like extra stories in it.
Yeah, there is. There's extra chapters that you unlock by killing off your characters.
So that'd be fun if you could have DLC that could give you extra chapters as well.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
They said they give the first one for free. The first chapter of DLC is supposed to be free.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the other 6 chapters that they had are payable DLC. Which I think it'd be nice if they had the same thing as like on eShop, where from time to time they have sales on the games. If they gave sales on the DLC too. Because the DLC is really expensive. It's like $7 or $8 for 3 chapters.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. So that's a little expensive, but at least the concepts are there. Now we just gotta lower the price.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, like $3.50 for a 3 map pack. That'd be nicer than paying $3 per pack per level. Yeah.
Right. That would be nice. So you guys are excited for the new game, right? Just an affirmative yes.
Yes. Let's get it. Let's get it now.
Dude, I love Fire now. We want it now.
I mean, if we're getting Corrin and Smash, we better have Fire Emblem Fates.
I need to know who this character is
before I can play her.
Before I can play as Corrin.
Yeah, exactly. If you buy Corrin and the DLC, they should send you Fire Emblem Fates.
Like a demo or something.
Yeah, they should send you a free demo. Like, hey, you got Corrin. Here's where she's from.
You bought a character you know nothing about. Here's a demo to prove to you that she exists. Or like,
well, they did do some of that with Brawl for some of the characters.
Yeah,
for a lot
true.
of people. Were there demos in Smash 4 on the Wii U?
There are demos in Smash 4.
Okay, but I just remember them being much more predominant in Brawl because it was like, oh, cool. If you want to see where else this character has appeared, check it out here, and then you could go to the eShop and get it.
Yeah.
Well, the shop channel,
Wii Shop channel.
whatever it was called on the Wii.
Yeah.
So cool. Let's talk briefly a little bit about the future of Fire Emblem. The question I have for you guys is: would you want to see another main console Fire Emblem game, or is the handheld a good way to go with Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem's better on the handheld scene, in my opinion.
I don't know. I've got a family, and so I actually like it on the console. So when I play like Radiant Dawn, it's fun to play on the console. I'm just playing on the Wii U, so I can have my little boy just like touch the gamepad and play all around with it, so he doesn't mess up the moves. Because in that one, there isn't forgiveness for mistakes.
There are no forgiveness. There's no forgiveness in Path of Radiance.
Well, especially like with the Phoenix mode that's coming out with the Fates, which is another like. You get your units back every turn that they die. So
wait, they have that now?
There's Phoenix, Casual, and Classic.
Why? What was Casual too? Is this too hard for people?
I think Phoenix mode was created for the
babies.
intent of conquest. Maybe, but like, newcomers to conquest, that's like, oh yeah, you aren't able to grind in the game. So
yeah,
it might make sense to that one, but anyway, I think if they could do one on the console, that would be fantastic. Or at least if you could port it to your console.
That'd be cool.
NX,
like the
maybe.
NX idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of the things that we talked about in a previous episode of the podcast was the NX will allow you to play console games on your handheld and vice versa. Or at least that's what some of the ideas floating around are.
Yeah.
So maybe that could work.
Yeah, I think that would work really well, especially with something like a gamepad or something where you can touch with your fingers and move it really quick. It would make it awesome. I think that what happened, though, I mean, the games came out in console form in Japan, and then we got, or some of them, but then we got the console ones for Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn.
Yeah,
those were hard.
They're so good, though.
They're hard, but they're good.
Oh, man. The feels, man. the way those games make you feel, like, I don't know, spoilers, Ike loses his dad, and that whole scene was just, like, tear-jerking.
Yeah.
It was so good.
So there's lots of those things, and there's a lot of cool things. I think I've talked to other people about it. I think what kind of actually hurt it was the fact it was on two different consoles. And so I was introduced with Radiant Dawn, and then it was like, oh, Path of Radiance came before.
Right, it's a sequel game.
It made a lot of references to the first game.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I got this for the cover art to play because I thought Micaiah and Soth looked really cool. And then you find out you played tons of characters, and it's like, I don't even remember who Micaiah and Soth are.
Right. And like in the first game, you kind of shrug Soth off because he's in there. He's just like, you don't play as him really a lot because he's level 1. He's just a thief. Like, he doesn't have much use in the first game. But like the second game, he's actually a main plot point, and he's probably one of the better units you have at the beginning, to be honest.
Yes. He's kind of plays, though, I think there's, I don't know, I can't remember the first guy, but it's kind of like what Frederick was in Awakening.
Yep.
And it's just what Titania, so they're all really good as they start out with, but they just never curve up.
Right, they cap really fast. Yeah,
and then you can't do anything. But like characters like Rolf, who I actually really enjoy, like he's super like weak at the beginning, but if you can get him up, work with him, he becomes more powerful than Shinnen on some occasions.
Yeah, which is hard to do because Shinnen's freaking beast as is.
Yeah,
that guy is so edgy. I like him.
But yeah, so I think you could do a really cool console series and make a lot of choices. Maybe something that the Fates could have been if it was on one cartridge.
Yeah,
and just having it tons of choices, so everybody that plays is like, oh, this is how how my game ended. This is how my game ended. I think that would
what?
be more
Mine
of a
ended
console.
completely different.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool.
Charge $60 for the whole package instead of $60 for 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you already had to pay $60 for it. Just put it on the console.
For real.
You're good.
Yeah, that would be great. So, are there any final thoughts that you guys have about maybe, Fire Emblem Fates coming out or the future of Fire Emblem as a whole?
Fire Emblem's in a good direction right now.
Yeah, I think they made a good recovery, especially giving customization to characters, giving modes, and I know for some people that's like, what? But it's part of losing characters.
Yeah.
But with a kid, honestly, I love casual mode because there's moments where it's like, if I lose, it's like, dang it. But it's hard trying to play games and take care of an entire family, and so having an option to go a little bit easier makes it nice, but I can still replay the chapter and go, okay,
Right.
actually I want to beat it, but still have that goal in mind.
Not a big fan of that Phoenix mode, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to play Phoenix mode.
It's like, oh, he fell down. Don't worry, he'll get back up. He's fine.
He'll get up right after the enemy
He took
phase.
that spear straight to the face like a champ. Like, he was fine. He'll get back up on his 2 feet. Like,
Right now.
right. He's like, next turn. Oh, you're back, Corrin. Good job.
That was one of the things actually in Radiant Dawn I wish would have happened, because you fight against your other units you've built up, and so if you defeated a unit, I wish they would have actually stayed down.
Yeah.
I think that would have been like great to the thing, because then you go back to that chapter and you're like, oh well, I just lost Jill, I lost Nolan, I lost Edward.
It's like I killed them.
This is horrible.
Yeah, they make it pretty blatant though. It's like any character that's not blue that dies will come back. You're fine.
Yeah.
But
So anyway, Fire Emblem, it's in a good series, or it's in a good place. You're releasing 2, so they must feel pretty confident about it. I hope that doesn't give a trend though to games, because it's not the same as Pokemon.
right, because these are 2 different plots. These are
Yeah.
2 different stories though.
And it's kind of already annoying. It's like, well, I wanted this one if I want this little guy, or this one, and then it's like, okay, I want this story or this story.
Yeah.
But I hope they don't do that for more games.
And those who compete with Fire Emblem, they nerfed Gale Force. Sorry. Only 1 unit gives it, and you can only use Gale Force if you're not attached or like with another unit, paired with another unit.
Yeah.
So which is kind of sucks because Gale Force was my jam.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting. It will be nice. I think the difficulty will increase because now your enemies can also double up against you.
Yeah.
And the graphics to it, when it like zooms in, you see everybody coming in and fighting at each other, still in the background and like right next to you.
So cool.
Those are some cool little details that they added. So, yeah.
Even though I turn that stuff off most of the time, so I can just hurry and run through the map. But
Honestly, it's a nice game though. Its loading time works, and you can get through it fairly fast, but you can get a complex game as well.
yeah,
Great. What day does that launch again? It's February something?
Oh,
I should know because I've already pre-ordered
like
the whole thing.
Let me look it up real quick.
February 22nd. I know it's like a few days before my boy's birthday. So
It's like, happy birthday, son. I'm gonna get me a game.
I can't do that to him yet. Later on, when he's a little bit older, it's like, oh yeah, I got you this nice car. You can take my old one.
It's like, here you go. It's like, I just bought myself the new 3DS XL. You can have my old 3DS XL. Thanks, Dad.
It should come out February 20th.
February 19th, 2016.
Dang.
Or at least that's what Game Reader says.
Yeah,
Which
it
is
February
along the
19th.
same lines when Bayonetta releases for Smash 4, and probably will be the same time when Corrin.
So
releases.
then now
So
you can make your
does,
connection.
it does line up. It would be nice if it came out a little bit sooner, so you could play the game before playing the character.
For real. And you're like, who's this guy? I don't know. Why is he in the Smash game? What history does he have?
Oh hey, I just got this new game for my birthday. Oh, now I want that guy. I just found out he's a part.
It's like, oh! The people like drawing lines in their head, making connections like,
Same guy.
It's the same person. It's like,
This
great.
Fire Emblem series
Wait.
must be the best one. It's got 6 characters.
They have 6 characters from one game. No, these characters span a very long time.
I hope with that though, because now they're releasing Fire Emblem, but they also release like Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance on the eShop.
Oh yeah,
That would be great.
So you could get that experience, and I think that would be a good way for Nintendo to test out if a console Fire Emblem would work again.
Yeah, except I already own both those games. So
That would be, yeah.
probably wouldn't get me to buy it, but a lot of people who don't have the game, just to spend $20 instead of $80 on a physical copy would be a blessing. You know.
Yeah, so I think that's what we can expect from Fire Emblem. I'm excited to see how the swords work, the new tactics with Dragon's Vein, and kind of the customization and all the choices. I'm hoping that there's more choices within the game that haven't been spoiled yet from the trailers.
Yeah. There probably is, but probably not because Japan already has it. So if you really want it to be spoiled for you, you know where to look.
Anyway, thanks guys for this awesome discussion about Fire Emblem. We appreciate you coming to the show, Andrew. Was there anything you wanted to promote about yourself before we end the segment?
I love Fire Emblem, so if someone wants to send me a free copy, that'd be cool. But no,
you can send inquiries to the Virtual Boys, and we'll get you in touch with Andrew.
Oh, also, I think you guys need to talk about soon Fire Emblem, the crossover it has once that gets some
Fire
more
Emblem
data.
with
Shin
Megami Tensei.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
That's just another one's coming out. I don't know how well that will turn out, though.
Alright.
I'm not a big fan of Persona 5.
Very Japanese, extremely Japanese with the whole pop stars.
So that might be the console version of Fire Emblem.
No!
Pop Star Fire Emblem. No. There you go.
This is where Fire Emblem is going. See, it is the future.
Never mind.
I'm like,
It's going a bad way.
Modern era Fire Emblem.
I'm feeling very Shulk Xenoblade about this right now. we gotta avoid the future.
Anyway,
I'm really feeling it.
I'm not feeling it.
Well, thanks again for joining us, Andrew. We will cut here. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, that does it for this episode of the Virtual Boys podcast. We again would like to wish you happy holidays from us. Enjoy your video games that you get for Christmas, I guess.
Yep, but don't buy Ultra Smash.
Yeah, no Mario Tennis.
No Mario. Don't buy Mario Tennis.
It's not a game.
It's not. It's not even finished. But anyway.
No. Anyway, well, thanks for listening to this episode. Buy Xenoblade.
It's better.
Get the Smash DLC if you haven't already. And don't forget to, check out Skylar on SoundCloud. He does our intro and our outro. What's your location again?
It's 5KYTAR Skytar at SoundCloud.
Yeah, so you can go to soundcloud.com/5KYTAR to take a listen to him.
Yep.
And, of course, you can subscribe to this podcast on, any of your podcasting services of choice. I'm pretty sure we're everywhere. If we're not, give me a message or something through our Facebook page. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Anyway, happy holidays, and here are the Virtual Boys signing out. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye!